Solution of Test 11. The chapters which are included in Test 11 are respiration in plants and plant growth and development. So, let's start with the first question. Question 1. Question 1 asks that the number of molecule of pyruvic acid formed from one glucose molecule As you know that when glucose breakdown occur, it undergo glycolysis and produce a pyruvic acid. But pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound and glucose is a 6-carbon compound. So 2 molecular pyruvic acid are produced. So the correct answer become option B, that is 2. Question 2. Question 2 asks that protein is used as a respiratory substrate only when protein is used as respiratory substrate only when floating respiration get over. Floating respiration is a respiration in which carbohydrate and fat are respiratory substrate. So when floating respiration get over, protoplasmic respiration start and protein use occur. So according to this, option A is given as carbohydrate are absent, so means it has used only use of that cannot lead to the protoplasmic respiration of protein use. B is talking about the fat are absent, when only fat are used that is not possible. C, both are exhausted. Yes, B and both are exhausted, then only can happen. And D, fat and carbohydrate if they are in abundant, then protoplasmic or protein use cannot occur, so it is also incorrect. So C is the correct answer. When both carbohydrate and fat are used, the protein use starts. Question 3. Question 3 asks that importance of day length in flowering. Importance of day length in flowering of plants was first shown by. It is first shown by a plant. So this phenomena is known as photoperiodism, and this photoperiodism was first studied by Garner and Allard. And Garner and Allard in 1920 observed that Maryland monoth, which is a variety of tobacco, could flower in summer by reducing the light hours with artificial damping. In summer, if we reduce the light hours, then this tobacco can flower. So tobacco is the plant, that is option D, which is a short day plant in which first photoperiodism was studied. Question 4. Question 4 asks that match the name of scientist which occur. Means we have to match the following. Now in where is the following option 1 and option 2 are given. In option 1, A is given as pentose phosphate pathway. In option B, they have given as a demonstration of. C is given as TCA cycle, and D is given as glycolysis. Now if we match with the column 2, in column 2 PPP matches with the Warburg-Dickens pathway, that is option 3rd, Warburg-Dickens pathway. As you know that PPP is known as Warburg-Dickens pathway, which is alternative pathway to glycolysis. When we talk about a demonstration of, then it comes the first, that is a Cohn pathway. TCA cycle, that you know that it is also known as Krebs cycle, so it is a Krebs fermentation. And glycolysis, which is the fourth, that is a Embden-Meyerhof and Parnas AMP pathway. So if we may go according to this match, then D option become the correct answer for this question. Question 5. Question 5 asks that the process used in conversion of pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme. Now when pyruvate convert to acetyl coenzyme A, it is known as link reaction. Now pyruvate is of 3 carbon and acetyl coenzyme is of 2 carbon, so CO2 release occur, and CO2 is released from pyruvate. So this can also be called as pyruvate decarboxylase or oxidative decarboxylation. So it is oxidative decarboxylation. So B is the correct answer. Question 6. Question 6 asks that treatment of seeds at a low temperature under moist condition. Treatment of seed at low temperature under moist condition to break a dormancy is called. So you know that when a seed required a low temperature for the flowering, this phenomena is known as vernalization. So C is the correct answer. Question 7. Question 7 asks that the cells in this zone attain a maximum size. Cells attain maximum size in terms of wall thickening and protoplasmic modification. So if we talk about the different regions of the root hair zone, it is found that maturation phase is the phase in which the cells attain a maximum size in terms of wall thickening and protoplasmic modification. Next is question 8. Question 8 asks that in which of the following steps of glycolysis ATP is utilized? In which step ATP is utilized? So if we talk about this, option A is given as DHAP2 bisphosphoglyceric acid. Here phosphate are used, obvious, but these phosphate are used from cytoplasm, not of ATP. So here ATP are not used. B is given as 3-phosphoglyceric acid to 2-phosphoglycerate. Here mutase enzyme works, and mutase enzyme just modify and pick a phosphate from the third carbon and shift to the second carbon. So here also no ATP utilization. C is given as fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6 Bisphosphate, yes, here in the presence of PFK enzyme ATP get used, so it is correct. And D is given as fructose 1,6 bisphosphate to DHAP and PGAL. Here aldolase enzyme get used and here no ATP utilization. So C is the correct answer where ATP use occurs. Next is question 9. Question 9 asks that fruit and leaf drop at early stages can be prevented by. Fruit and leaf drop at early stages prevented by. Actually, it is prevented by a option B, that is auxin, because in low concentration auxin like 2,4-D, that is a 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, is useful in preventing pre-harvest fruit drop and leaf drop. So 2,4-D auxin is the correct answer. Next is question 10. Question 10 asks that cytokinase, option A, help to produce a new cells. Yes, it help in cell division. So if it help in cell division, then new cells are produced. B is given as help to produce chloroplast in leaves. Yes, it also produce a chloroplast in leaves. So B is correct. Chloroplasts are also synthesized. C is given as help you to overcome apical dominance. Overcome apical dominance. Yes, it is an effect antagonistic to the auxin and it occurs, and D is given as given also, it is also correct. So option D become the correct answer. Next is question 11. Question 11 asks that in succulent respiratory quotient is always less than 1. In succulent respiratory quotient is always less than 1. Why? Because in succulent the breakdown of oxygen occur incomplete. So option C is correct answer, that is due to the incomplete oxidation. So C is the correct answer. Next is question 12. Question 12 asks that photoperiodism was first characterized in. So you know that photoperiodism was first characterized in. So you know that photoperiodism is the response to a duration and timing of light and dark period. It was studied by Garner and Allard, and they have observed that a Maryland Manno variety of tobacco, that is a Maryland mammoth variety of tobacco was used, and in this he observed a photoperiodism. So tobacco, A become the correct answer. Next is question 13. Question 13 asks that one of the synthetic oxygenases. Now synthetic oxygen means artificial oxygen which is getting synthesized artificially. Now if we talk about the oxygen, IAA, indole acetic acid, is a natural oxygen, whereas IBA, indole butyric acid, naphthalene acetic acid, 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, 2,4,5-T, that is 2,4,5-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, all these are synthetic oxygen, and naphthalene acetic acid is given. Now this IBA is artificial as well as natural. So by excluding this option, D, naphthalene acetic acid, become the correct answer as a artificial or synthetic oxygen. Question 14. Question 14 asks that a molecule of ATP is formed. ATP is formed when electron passes from. Now you know that here ATP passes in a sequence from ubiquinone to cytochrome B to cytochrome C1, then to cytochrome C, then to cytochrome A, and then to cytochrome A3. In this, electron carrier are arranged for the electron transport. So here, if we go here in option A is given as cytochrome C to cytochrome A. Cytochrome C to cytochrome A. So it is a correct, obvious. B is given as, but we have to think about the ATP formation. Actually, ATP formation occur between the cytochrome B to cytochrome C. Here ATP formation occurs. So ATP formation is not occurring in cytochrome C to cytochrome A. Option B is given as cytochrome A to cytochrome C. In reverse position cannot occur. C is given as cytochrome B to cytochrome C. Yes, from B to C there is a ATP formation, so it is correct. And D is given as cytochrome C to cytochrome B. Cytochrome C to cytochrome B reverse position cannot occur, so C is the correct answer where ATP synthesis occurs. Next is question 15. Question 15 asks that the energy yield as a result of total oxidation of one glucose. Total oxidation of one glucose molecule during cellular respiration is to convert. So total energy yield, you know that there is a formation of 38 ATP from 38 ADP from one glucose. So B become the correct answer.